up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly. Hello everyone. Before we start assembly properly, before we start celebrating, Mrs. Page has taken lots of your brilliant artwork and she's put it into these frames. She has updated all of our frames, most of our frames around school, and they've all got your fantastic artwork in. I'm not asking you now, I'm telling you that they're not to be touched. This is fantastic artwork that Mrs. Page has taken a long time to put into frames and make it look like expert work. You're not to touch them. You're not to touch the frames, and you're not to, especially the frames where we've got some relief. So on these frames, little bits are sticking out. Look at the side, you can see where it looks like they're coming out of the frame. If you press these, if you touch them with your hand, they will get damaged, and that will not only upset me and Mrs. Page and the children who've done the art, but actually it will mean that we'll have to talk about how you walk around the corridors. We know they're silent corridors, we know they're sensible corridors. You need to make sure you're keeping your hands to yourself and respect the wonderful, fantastically creative school that we are with this artwork. Thank you. Now assembly can start properly. Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever the time of day is, and welcome to our Friday celebration assembly. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, together we will. Every single Stukeley day we focus on. Our Stukeley motto is, our Stukeley curriculum is, our Stukeley plan for home learning is. The 4 words that make the magic happen. Yes, they do. Right, I'm not going to hang around with assembly today because it's very, very cold and I haven't put on 7 jumpers. But I do need you to have your assembly behaviour ready. So I need you slanting. So I need you to sit up. I need you to listen. I need you to answer any questions that might come up. I need you to note your resources. You don't need anything today. And I need you to track the speaker. I am the speaker. Thank you for listening. Thank you for focusing. Okay, we're going to go straight in to shout outs. I've got my book. We're going to start off with shout outs from school. Year 5 staff, both classes, big shout out to all the children for coming back and starting with great focused from the get-go, from the very beginning. Especially thank you to the children in Mrs. Bradbury's class who've looked after Shimon, our new starter. Welcome to the school, hope you're really happy here. Year 2, special shout outs for Harsha, Thanushka and Sahana for coming out and sharing their experience of Diwali with the class. Thank you girls, really lovely experience for you and the children. Foundation stage, Michael and Mia, brilliant effort this week. Ksenia for your manners and being so polite and helpful, and Tomek for developing your confidence. Rory and Izzy for your brilliant Rangoli patterns. Jessie and Patrick for great writing. Kuba, Joshua, Mason and Sam for great music with Mrs. Hamilton, our music teacher. Emily G, fantastic writing. about religious celebrations in cherry class, and Connor for trying really hard with his learning in Magnolia. Mrs. Kelly's been in year 4 this week for a couple of days. She's been really impressed. Josh H, great science knowledge. Bo, great effort in English writing. And Emma, fantastic behaviour concentration. You put a smile on people's faces. And Amory and Robbie, your maths has been superb, and Mrs. Franklin has loved your commitment to learning this week. Jacob B, superb technological help with Mrs. Peake in year 6. And thank you all of you who took quizzes over half term. Great work. In year 3, Conrad, superb focus this week, and Brandon, great scientific resident work. Not quite sure what I mean. What Mr. Smith has actually put is, because I made that up, great work as resident scientist this week. Sophie G, great attitude, being ready to learn this week. And a thank you from the teachers in year 3 to Mrs. Probus, Mrs. Field, Miss Morris and Mrs. Flint for thinking of what the children need way before the teachers do. I think you'll all know what that means. Shout outs from home. I haven't got many, but I've got some good ones. Shout out to Austin in year 1, played his first hockey tournament over half term, and he's been selected for the next one. Great work, Austin. Be good to see a photo of that if you can send one in. Lily in year 4, you helped your family do some volunteering for the Farrers Company. And you went to a pantry in Suffolk and you did loads of work. I even saw a picture of you on a digger. Here's a picture of Lily after, I think, all that fantastic work. A bit like a grounds morning at Stukeley. Hopefully got one of those coming up soon. Phoebe in year 4, you have been reading like a crazy person for the last year and a half. Your family are really proud, and you've just nailed Wave Me Goodbye by Jacqueline Wilson and loved it too. Well done, Phoebe. And finally, Lily in year 6, Lily H. You're working so hard on your reading and maths at home and in school, and your mum is loving the cup of tea you make for her every morning. Be careful, Lily, you'll have to do that in school for the teachers. Right, let's talk about accelerated reader. Who's been reading lots and lots? Who is the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Who's been reading lots and lots? Who's the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Okay, I'm not going to hang around too much on this. What I am going to say is that not many certificates this week. First week back. These are the only ones that we've given out. Not sure if the lights, you might be able to see that. Just year 2 and year 6 on there. I asked Mrs. Mackey to do me a printout of everybody's reading, AR reading, for the whole of last half term. This information here tells me every child in the school in mostly every year 2 all the way up to year 6, tells me every quiz that you've done, those that you've passed, those that you haven't, etc, etc. I will be coming around talking to teachers to celebrate brilliant readers and also to check that children who aren't doing many are okay. So that's coming. Thank you to everybody that's reading regularly, enjoying it and quizzing. It's great. Let's talk numbots and times tables rock stars. Who's been doing lots of maths? Jam is stored in jars. Who's been calculating lots on numbots and TT rock stars? Who's been doing lots of maths? Jam is stored in jars. Who's been calculating lots on numbots and TT rock stars? Oh, Mrs. Campbell has also done me a print off of every child in the schools numbots and rock stars from last half term. I've got 7 weeks of information here for every child. Hang on, I've just got a little thing on the screen. Just told me my battery's down to 10%. Now yesterday we know what happened, right? It cut off before everyday knowledge had finished. So I've got information here about all of your numbots and rock stars. I've had a good look through. We've got some real superstars in Foundation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. children are going on it as much as they can and getting better and getting into the routine. Remember, if you are brilliant at your times tables, if you can do all the way up to 12 times 12 super fast, Mrs. Campbell's been throwing in some 13, 14, 15, 16 times tables. We are not stopping. You will improve and get your best better. Come on. Going to come around and talk to staff. Well done to everybody for all that you've been doing. Right, let's talk about the Stukeley Prediction League. Right, well done to Mr. Pomeroy. I believe that's Joshua's in foundation stage, Dad. Mr. Pomeroy is now top of the league, just above Mr. Warby, Master Warby. Not many points in it, but Mr. Pomeroy is now top. Top scorers from the last week or two, Mr. Adams, who's got David in year 2 and Hunter in year 1. Congratulations, Mr. Adams. Good luck to everybody for this weekend. I am doing very, very badly, and I really need to sort myself out. Okay, I think it's time for the latest and greatest. How long will it take? This is an absolute belter. How long? How long? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long? How long will it take? Do you think? How long will it take? Hello everyone, and welcome back to another cracking episode of How Long Will It Take? Before I tell you about this week's challenge, let's just remind ourselves about the last time we played. Look at the scores that we had. Year 1 right up there on 43 points. Year 6, I get the impression that confidence is building. They got themselves back up to 20 points. So I'm hoping that their good luck or their good predicting will carry them further. Who knows? Okay. Anyway, today in this episode, I am going to hide this golden apple somewhere in the classroom. In fact, I'm going to hide it in one of these pots. How long do you think it's going to take Mrs. Franklin to find that golden apple? I'm not going to give her any clues. I'm just going to tell her it's somewhere in the classroom. I'm not going to put it in, I'm going to tell her that it's not going to be in a cupboard or kind of hiding under a box. It is going to be put somewhere in this room. She's got to find it. How long do you think she's going to take to find that apple? More importantly, how long do the teams think it's going to take? Let's find out. Hello, Mrs. Booth.
Hello,
we meet again. Mrs. Booth, how long for Mrs. Franklin to find the golden apple?
Beautiful apple.
It's a beautiful apple.
Beautiful apple.
Yeah.
I think 7.2 seconds. Actually, no, 3.2 seconds.
So hang on. So this is from her standing at the edge of the room being told off you go. You think she's going to find it within 3 or 4 seconds?
She's dynamite.
Okay. Hello, Mrs. Stevens. Mrs. Stevens, how long for Mrs. Franklin to discover the golden apple?
27 seconds.
Ooh. Hello, Mrs. Page. What do you reckon to the Franklin golden apple hunt?
Finding a golden apple.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, come on, we ain't got that long.
35 minutes.
Hello, Mr. Smith. Have you been drinking your water again, Mr. Smith? Hydrating, very good. Mr. Smith, how long for Mrs. Franklin to hunt down the golden apple?
Oh, she's very good at finding things.
Well, she's worked with you for many years, Mr. Smith.
I think she's going to do it in... I think she's going to do it in 75 seconds.
Oh, okay, so that'll be 1 minute and 15 seconds, will it?
Correct.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Hello, Mrs. Brignoli.
Hello.
Part of the year 4 team, Mrs. Brignoli. How long for Mrs. Franklin to find this golden apple?
Oh, I reckon it's going to take her about 45 seconds.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Clark.
Dear.
Now, Mrs. Clark, you've got good form in this show, haven't you? Mrs. Clark, how long for Mrs. Franklin to find the golden apple?
5 minutes and 3 seconds.
Whoa, thank you, Mrs. Clark. Hello, Mrs. Campbell. Mrs. Campbell. Oh, come on, year 6. Mrs. Campbell, how long for Mrs. Franklin to find the golden apple?
I reckon 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Oh. Hello, Mrs. Wing. We meet again. Mrs. Wing, how long for Mrs. Franklin to find the golden apple?
I'm thinking 4 minutes 44 seconds.
Oh. Wow. Some interesting times there. I'm not sure what Mrs. Page's problem is, but 35 minutes. I mean, come on, Mrs. Page. Really great frames, really lovely artwork, but are you okay? Anyway, let's find out how Mrs. Franklin did. Right, Mrs. Franklin, hiding around the corner. The apple has been hidden. I know how excited you are. Off you go! We've got a strategy already. It looks like we're going for the boundary first. There it is, everyone. There it is. That is the time. Thank you, Mrs. Franklin. I wonder who, I almost said who has been triumphant. I wonder who has correctly predicted how long it will take. Oh, another great video, another great performance. Well done to, well, it's got to be said, year 3. Mr. Smith, 1 minute and 15 seconds. He was only 15 seconds away. That's a great, well, just over 15 seconds away. Well done, Mr. Smith. You got the full 8 points for year 3. Also, well done, Mrs. Campbell, for the year 6s. You got a 7-pointer in there, Mrs. Campbell. Top work. I shouldn't really tell you this, but when I asked Mrs. Campbell the question, her daughter was in the room, and her daughter said, "Mum, I think it's going to be 1 minute 30 seconds. Now, Mrs. Campbell ignored that and actually lost a point because of it. Anyway, I should have said that. Sorry, Mrs. Campbell. Don't want to dampen your enthusiasm. 8 points to year 3, 7 points to year 6, 5 points. Hang on, 7 points to year 6, 6 points to year 4, 5 points to year 1, 4 points to foundation stage, 3 points to the SOS team, 2 points to year 5, and 1 point to year 2 for Mrs. Page's absolutely ridiculous prediction of 35 minutes. I wonder what that does to the scores. Oh, unbelievable! Year 1 are still up there, but year 3 have fired up second place. There's only 1 point between them, and year 6 are now on 27 points. And I've got to say, heading in the right direction. Thank you for joining in. See you next time on How Long Will It Take? Oh, hang on, you spotted Mr. Smith, right? Yeah, see you next time. How long will it take? How long will it take? How long will it take? How long? Oh man. Oh, I mean, is it the greatest show you've ever seen? I mean, probably not, but hey, it's great to be a part of it. I am going to get children involved soon. Quite a few people ask me this. I am going to get children involved soon. Watch this space. Okay, birthdays. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Oh, come on! Happy birthday today. Grace in year 5 now, and Alice in year 3. Happy birthday tomorrow at the weekend, Sophie G in year 3 and Jarvis in year 4. And happy birthday on Sunday, Bo in year 4 and Lila Sue in year 2. We've got a few rhymers there. I love it when they rhyme. A happy birthday all of you. Have a great time with family and friends. I hope you have, well, presents are nice, but I just hope you have a happy time. And I hope you enjoy sharing another year of life celebration with each other. Tell me all about it when I see you on Monday. Now let's finish with everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. Tried to be a bit too clever there. Oh, Mrs. Campbell really enjoyed the little date thing I did yesterday. Yeah, Mrs. Campbell enjoyed that. So I'm not going to do it again until next week. Sorry, Mrs. Campbell. Sycamore, pull yourselves together. Come on, you've got this. 1 times 6s, 2 times 6s, 3 times 6s, 4 times 6s, 5 times 6s, 6 times 6s, 7 times 7s, 7 times 6s, 8 times 6s, 9 times 6s, I'm sorry, 10 times 6s, 11 times 6s, 12 times 6s. Let's get the map out. We're not on Europe yet. Here's the United Kingdom. There are 5 capital cities. I don't want the countries, I want the 5 capital cities. Now remember, the capital is the city, is the place where the government tend to do their work, the leaders of the country. So I need capital 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Okay, you should have given me Edinburgh, Cardiff, Belfast, London and Dublin. They're the 5 that you should have given me. Well done. How many years in a decade? That's right, 10. How many years in a century? That's right, 100. Let's go through the months of the year. Let's go through backwards from December. December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, January. That was pretty good. Okay, in which year was the first man, did the first person walk on the moon? That's right, 1969. In which year did the England men win the World Cup, Football World Cup? That's right, 1966. Who scored the hat-trick? That's right, Geoff Hurst. In which year was the Battle of Bannockburn? 1314. I'm going to finish there. because I'm absolutely freezing. Have a great weekend.